and welcome to Top of the World. There's a few things I enjoy more than anything else. This is in my top 3. Felling trees, and I fell trees with a heavy heart. I don't fell commercially and I don't fell for fun. I fell for private landowners that asked me to roof certain trees for certain reasons. And then I take those trees and I process them back at the factory and in the yard and put them all back into local buildings and projects, and all the waste also comes back, and then we burn that to fuel and heat the factory through 7 months of winter. So today I'm only 4 weeks out of a discectomy removal from my spine, and this project's been sitting for a while and I'm itching, and I wanted to know whether I could get into the right positions with the various chainsaws to be able to cut without any pain. And I started to work a few weeks ago, and then I was feeling little bits of pain and I stopped. So I've been on rest now for another 2 weeks and done next to nothing except gentle exercises. I'm struggling a bit with my fitness because the disc herniated on the 8th of February, or ruptured on the 8th of February. And I've been out of commission since then, so I missed my wood cutting season, and so I thought I would ease myself in. And this is my saw of choice, my go-to saw of choice. It's the Husqvarna 550 XP. It's 18-inch sword, and it's what I prefer for most of the trees around here. Really, I don't get an opportunity. But the biggest tree on site is the next one in my way. She's coming down, and I want to just feel the weight and try my back with this. So this is quite a big project here. Wrong time of year, everything is wrong about it. I've got to get them on the floor. I've got to get them laid down. I've got some help coming. I've also got some machinery to get them all out, because you can see how bad the site is. But at the end of the day, I've got to make a start, and this is the start. I've been cutting now for, I don't know, an hour and a half. My back feels good. I'm taking it real easy. It feels good. I need to knock them down. So here we go. Enjoy the show. One day, somebody's going to ask me what I listen to. Right. Let's do it. Right, struggling with that amount of work. Need to ease myself back into it. So I had a feeling that limbing was going to be extra strain on my back, even though I got a back strap on. Yeah, it's kind of, I can't get where I want to get, which is on top of the log and walk along it, because I'm bending down in the wrong position. And I can't cut on the upside because I have to lean right the way over, and cutting on the downside, that's just dangerous. So I've done one, but I'm not doing any more. I've got help for that. I can put them down all right. But ooh-wee, when you sit around resting, waiting for things to heal, you just get fat and sweaty and just... And this is not the right, I prefer -8 to -15 is the best temperature for cutting in the forest, not +18 or +20 as it is now. Just ridiculous. Anyhow, so that's not a good example of limbing up that tree, because I didn't want to strain with the weight. Anyhow, we're cracking along this side. I'll show you in a while what's actually got to come down there, but we're cracking down this side, and well, it's starting to look very nice, opening right up. So I don't know if the camera can pick it up about there. You see the orange dots on the trees? That's what the owner's done, and then additionally tagged them. And what I'm going to do is take everything she wants down, unless I feel it doesn't need to come down, and then I'm going to sit up here and have a cup of coffee and assess. There's too many birch here. They're going to encumber each other, so some of these have to come out, but I have to sit and think about it and see what's best for the trees and what's best for the ground. But what I do know is, once this lot's down, the wind's going to blow through here much better, and that's good. In the land of mosquitoes, I'm telling you, that's good. Right, I'm going to go and have a cup of coffee now. Well, I've got a nasty feeling. This little bird up here making a noise. That's got young in there. So that tree has to stay. So I've decided after a few hours now, that's enough on my back today. I was feeling quite comfortable, but yeah, I can feel it, that's enough. We'll stop now, and the temperature's really picking up. Doesn't kind of show it here, but I'm a cold-blooded man now, and these temperatures are not good. So we think this looks really good and more open now. We will have to thin a few of these birch, pick the nicest ones to stay and grow, and then you see we have to clear through all of here, and then we're taking the fir out of here, and then again I will look at how much birch is left, and all of this side the same. All the fir and the pine is coming down. We'll leave the birch and then look at the birch second. Now, it's a bit of a signature of mine here. I like to do at least one. I'm going to do a nice one on this one that sat there because it's such a commanding position. But so that's quite a few down there now that needs limbing up, and then we haul them up out of this road. And for those of you that have seen the video, and if you haven't, then it's Toyota Land Cruiser ATFJ. That's why I had to do it. She's got to come here. You can kind of see the terrain here. It still doesn't show how steep it is, but it's steep. She's got to come down there and pull all this lot down this little road. We can't get the big machine down here, and it's not really suitable for hauling anyway, the Toyota is. So we'll do some of these overhanging ones tomorrow and get this road opened up, and we can haul them out from there. We'll pick up this chainsaw and I'll walk you this way and show you some more of what's got to be done. No, I can't carry that one-handed without weighting the other side, so we leave it there and come back for that. So this behemoth here, and the owner, I didn't ask how old she was, but that was a big old tree when she was a small girl. And yeah, we're guessing in this climate, let's go 300 years, somewhere between 250 and 300 years on this one. But the rest of these fir and pine are coming out. This nice big straight birch there, that's staying, and these are small fir here is coming out. And this is Arctic willow, salu they call it. I don't like it, I think it's quite an ugly tree. I also happen to know it grows like weeds, but it's quite a big one, and it's kind of in the way. I'm really reluctant to take it down, but nothing's big's going to come through. We'll see how we manage with that. She hasn't earmarked it. It's not the best looking tree in the world, but I'll think about that one. This birch here, that's staying. This small fir right up against cabin there, that's coming down. And you can see once the fir is gone how it'll open it up and bring the wind through. And then on this side, well, the mosquitoes are just having lunch. You can see my tags on the trees there. There's some more over the back there. There's some more behind the cabin, including a badly weighted leaning right towards the cabin. That one is probably the only tree on the site I have any concern over. And it's not really a concern. I know how to take it down. I know how it's got to come down. It's just you don't want to damage these cabins. So these three here, there's a couple of dead salu over there. Nice birch. See, there's a 200-year birch there. And we've got a gaggle there. We're going to clean through that. This tree, I don't know if you can see with the sun, but anyway, it's leaning and weighted that way. He wants to fall directly away from us. And I have to get it to go over there. So, yeah, I think we'll be all right with that. But it's the only one I've got to apply some skill to. And this beautiful one here, all we're going to do is cut the lower branches, get an airflow through it, and expose that. This big leaning birch. I'm going to take that out, and the one next to it, there's a couple of nice big straight ones up there. They can go for another 200 or 300 years, so we'll leave those. Has Casper come to see what's going on? What's happening, son? What is it? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. And again, this one, we'll take the lower limbs off, get an airflow. This one, it's a stunning tree. Look at that. Stunning. We'll limb it up to about 6 or 7 feet, get an airflow through that one. That is just a horrible, in the way, nasty. There's some more salu dead. So once we've, like this one, it's such a stunning tree, once you've limbed it up, it'll take on a whole new look. And this one over here, beautiful trees, wonderful. So yeah, I want to leave those and limb them up and see what they look like. Otherwise on this side, it's kind of been cleared here a bit, it's not too bad. So we've got a boundary line somewhere, and once we find the boundary line, we'll find all marked up. There's something of interest that I know what it is. hiding here under the big tree. That's a potato cellar. So even up to 40 years ago, the only thing that grows to any extent here is potatoes. And because of the minus 45 temperatures, the potatoes are stored underground in a potato cellar. Right, so there's the boundary tree. That one there, I can see the remnants of a white ring. There we go. That's a white ring, and there'll be a line of these, and then everything on this side. Yeah, there's another one through there. So I'm assuming, yeah, you see the owners dotted them up. The trees that have to come down. So this one's weighted directly towards the cabin, but it's got a kink back. I don't know if you can see that. So I can pretty much make that go wherever I want. So what you do with this one is take out this one, this one, this one, and this one behind. And then you would take this one in this direction and put it down the hill there. So you can see we're doing the same on this side. This is the boundary here, and that runs straight down there. And all the fir and pine, all the dead stuff is coming out. This is his favourite place to be, isn't it? Do you like being in the forest? Where's that stick? Where's it? I find it. Where's it? Thank you for joining me today, and well, we'll be back here tomorrow. Do some more.